Of MRE Uno, Division 1. And welcome everyone back to Masquerade May, and tonight we got a great triple header of games coming your way. 2 on the stream, 1 on the non-stream. Talk about that in a moment, but this matchup tonight, we've got the 4-13 matchup in the Dragon Dance region, and it is going to be Mr. Heat Check, Sean Ard, taking on Haseem Acosta. Both these guys looking to get some big wins, make a roll. For Ard, he made a run to the regional semifinals, the Sandy 16 last time out, taking down Jeff Bolton, Peter Onjack in his wake, and then ran into Ashley, and Ashley just took care of business in a best of 9 in 6 games. And for Acosta, tough out in April, lost to an eventual regional finalist in StingRay in 5 in an 8-9 matchup, drops down to the 13 line, and he's definitely looking to get a win to move back up, obviously. Excuse me. Obviously in March took down Fitzwater. So he does have a win on the season, but then ran into KT. So looking to get that second win on the year. We take a look at what we've seen today, and boy, oh boy, what have we seen today? We had an flat-out stunner in this same region on the bottom half of the bracket. Radden, the 15 seed, taking down 2 seed Cody Lamas in the first 7-game series of the tournament, and he went up 3-0, had some monster hands, and then Lamas rallied to a game 7, but it was Radden in the end, and that was just a ridiculously good series to watch. That was earlier. That was in the morning today, a long time ago from now, and we were supposed to have Clay and Retro at 1, but unfortunately Retro had some real-life things come up, and that has been postponed, been agreed to, that it's going to be streaming live 2:30 on Memorial Day Monday. Both players have agreed, and we will be streaming that one, of course. So now we have come to the night session of the day, sold out Tuesday, and we got Ard and Acosta coming up, and then on the non-stream side at 9, we got Tapir and Lane, 4 versus 13, the 2 straight 4 versus 13 matchups, and then in that one in the Cupid Shuffle region, and in the acrobatic region to round out the day, 10 o'clock, after dark action, Eli and Aiden Smith. Eli trying to reverse the curse of the 3 seed in MRE Uno, and also in game 1 will be his 100th career start. We also mentioned that Cody had his 100th career start in game 4 of that series against Radden, which ended up being his first win of the series, but obviously not able to get the job done there. So congrats to both Cody, and eventually Eli. Will see Eli in his 100th game start later this evening. We hope you will join us for that at 10 o'clock. Now we look specifically at the pod for these 2 players. We had some forfeits announced the other day. Payne Faust forfeiting to DJ Curtis. Haven't heard anything from him since we started scheduling, so DJ gets the win, the DQ win. He will move on to play Abion, who took down Varigold. Varigold now 0-3, something nobody could have expected going into this season. It all started when he was upset as a 16 seed in March, and he's just not seemed like the same Varigold, and he loses to Abion in 6. And he will play DJ, Abion will. And here we got Ard and Acosta, and they will play the winner here plays the winner between Christian Tago, Mac Johnson, Packwatch Johnson, 5 versus 12, Friday, 1 o'clock, right here. and we'd bring it to the table now as we have recapped the pod there. And joining me tonight, ref co-commentator, is Yoshi. And Yoshi, both these guys looking to make a statement. Ard made a good run in April, ran into Ashley, basically a buzzsaw for him. For Acosta, looking to try and get that second series win. He beat Fitzy in T1, and then StingRay, who was an eventual regional finalist, took him out in April. So his losses definitely aren't bad losses on paper, but he's looking to get a really good win on paper here against Mr. Heat Check. And so for both these guys, what are the keys for them tonight? What keys for Ard and Acosta getting the win here tonight in this series?
We have the Ard, who, known for deafening in a stream. I think that's what he always does. It's definitely the classic strategy he goes for when he's streamed. I think for Ard, it's just trying to not underestimate Acosta, because he has some good losses, and one against Fitz, which although it doesn't look good right now, I mean, it's not like you can't really say he's a bad player. So it's definitely
historically, it's not a bad win. It's not a bad loss historically.
Yeah, definitely has a decent record at worst, and I think with that in mind, he has to just keep it calm, even if he's down like 2-0 or something. Like, try and force Acosta into a position, into pressure situations, and see where it gets him. I think Ard is more experienced with pressure situations, so if he could try and figure that out, I think things will go more on his side. I think for Acosta, I think going up early would definitely help, because that's when he gains the most momentum. Being as he's the lower seed here, he could definitely turn it. He could definitely turn it around. I think for both of these players, I think it's really just on learning each other's play styles and trying to adapt to them. I don't have too much to say about each other's gameplay specifically, but I do know that they both have a decent idea of the game. They have a pretty good idea of the game, so it's really going to come down to the strategies. I think they understand the power play, especially with Ard, especially if he has maybe a bit more advantage on power play. But I think Acosta understands it well enough as well. I think it's gonna be close, but it's really gonna come down to those games, those pivotal games, where you need to either be in a good lead or get that like game 5 win when it's 2-2. Something like that, I think, is gonna matter.
All right, let's go to the players now. We're gonna start with Sean Ard. Ard, we just talked about it. You had some good. I mean, you had some good runs here in the first two tournaments. Had some the losses on the record, definitely not bad, but definitely looking. I'm sure you're definitely looking to break through here after the loss to Ashley in April. Definitely not something you can hold your head too low about. Just talk to me about how your strategy going into this tournament, and how you're feeling about playing Acosta. And I give me type. So Acosta, if you want to speak to this question, go ahead. Otherwise, you can type whatever works for you. Just talk to me about you're facing Ard here tonight, trying to get a second win on the season. Definitely, your losses aren't horrible on the resume, but obviously wins are way better than losses. What do you got to do to rattle Mr. Heat Check's cage and get yourself another upset win here? Feel free to type or talk, whatever works for you. Ard says... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, well, Sean can go first.
No,
So you just
he's tight. He's typed. Go ahead and talk, and I'll read Ards after you.
okay. For me, I would like this as a bounce back game because I really did not play well to my strengths in my last match that I have played in a tournament. So I'm really looking at this match as mostly to get this win because winning does changes everything.
All right. Appreciate that, Acosta and Arda, or Signs, you could say. I'm looking forward to Acosta tonight. Good dude, a lot of respect. Should be a fun one. Going to channel my inner Signs and stay smooth on the table. Yep, he is Sean Signs tonight. And, well, without further ado, Yoshi, again, going to be our ref tonight. It is time for the first table call of the series. Game 1 is about to begin.
Okay, so it is gonna go to Ard for the call. Start things off. So how many would you like for game 1? And everything's on the table for this.
$13.
All right, we're gonna go with Salt 13.
That's now 3 commission members starting on 13 in their first call. Lamas did that earlier. KT did that last night. It's a trend.
That's funny. I almost did in my game, but I went with 12, and I think I
Yeah.
went with 13 the game after.
Close enough,
So-
right? And they're
Well,
underway. +2 yellow to start.
Speaking of classics, the bot starting with a +2. Got 13 cards. I think they both know this card start well enough, but Ard is just really testing the waters. He's pretty comfortable with any card start, so he's starting with just a 13, see what happens. There's a lot that can be played. And he could do for a +2. He's gonna do a double play, and he's gonna play cool in the sense of not stacking the +2.
Yeah, he's not one to do that much. He doesn't like those open door plays either. Not really a fan of them, so definitely not surprising he doesn't really pounce on it with Acosta going for the half off special off the top here with the 2.
Yeah. Gonna look at with a clean start here, as
This time to the
expected, but
3.
yeah, keeping it centralized to the numbers here. Costa, think, is down 2 because of the double play. But he goes up 2 for this next card. Okay. We're going to see a relatively early draw. You know, I mean, I'm not saying it's a surprising one because 13 cards, it does seem like a lot, but you might start off on the color that you only have just a few numbers on. That's the case for Ard here. So we'll see if we can find a way to put Acosta in the drawing position as well. Might just keep it yellow and hope for a double draw, but right now Acosta's going to run with the yellows.
How long can he run with it as he plays the half off special off his 6, continues to run with it?
The second yellow 3, and we might be in for a switch. I don't know. I have a feeling that this is the time where Acosta's going to want to switch, but Signs is. He said Signs.
Signs. Hey, he's Signs. It's fine. That's what he called him.
Yeah. Ard is just going to play it cool still. I think that's fair enough. I think testing what Acosta is going to go for, I think, is a solid idea. And yeah, I was right. We are going to see a switch. It's going to be into red.
It could jailbreak Ard here.
This should definitely free him up. I don't think he would be on a 2-color strategy with this many cards. There we go. The red 8. We're approaching higher numbers now.
Up to the 8 now, yep. On the red. Does jailbreak Ard. Definitely seeing a lot of pace management here from both. Taking their time, making sure they don't slip up playing the wrong card. They are taking their time and making their
For
moves
sure.
here.
Yeah, these are two players who are not going to rush into things. Just really play the move right, avoid as many Clint plays as possible. But we see another switch from Acosta.
Zero
Where
sugar on the blueberry.
Yeah, it's an interesting strategy there, just to play the 0. No ammo from Ard. Might just be a patient game, which I think, it could. It really depends on what Acosta's hand is. Or he might have just gotten really unlucky. But we're gonna find out as we continue with the Blues. Acosta's yet to draw. Might it's his game to lose, assuming he's close to the finish here.
Just go back and forth, pretty clean cut. If there is ammo on the table, it's being controlled very well by both of them. Are just making
Yeah.
that double play off the top of the game, but otherwise it's all been numbers back and forth here. And a little bit of
And
drawing
wow,
from
yeah.
Ard. Acosta hasn't had to draw once.
You're going really far deep into these numbers. We could be here for a skill-based first game, unless we see some ammo. Okay, yeah, 5 to 9. 4-card gap. We'll be up to 5 if Acosta plays here.
And that gap was only made off those draws that Ard took. Otherwise, Acosta's gone for it. He's down to 4.
And we're
And
starting to see some number efficiency on Acosta's hand with 2 blue 1s, 2 blue 8s, and
self-ditto by Ard on the
Ard.
7.
Wow. Yeah, as far as blues, they have a lot of double of the same number. So, and there we go. Acosta finally runs out. Gives Art a chance to do something. He's just gonna play cool with the blue. Might as well. And it's a 3. I like that play as well because we saw 3s played earlier.
Yeah, and he's going to continue to draw. So finally, Acosta runs dry after pretty good roll on the numbers here.
See
Had the
what we
switches when he
got
needed them, and now he's got nothing.
Yeah.
And Ard's going to make a flip to green.
Got some 3s of his own.
Does indeed.
That opens it.
That is Pandora's right there.
It's good. He puts him in a good spot because he's definitely caught up now. We'll see if Acosta can make any big response, or he's just gonna have to play this cool and see what Art is left. Yeah, just gonna play it cool. I feel like they're both looking for something to finish this game, whether it be easy or difficult, given whatever they have left. And here's our first real ditto. Yeah. We see some similar gameplay from these two. They're definitely running down the numbers, saving anything they have. I mean, for all we know, they might just have one of them could have absolutely nothing, but that's what we're looking at right now. Still only numbers. Besides that yellow skip at the very beginning, we have only seen numbers.
Yeah, it's either they don't have any ammo or they are saving it for the. Yep, there's a double.
Okay. First sign of it.
Walked right into that one, you guys. We're doing it again.
Sure.
Channeling my inner KT. Plus 2-7 off that one for Ard. Puts 2 to Acosta's side.
I think that's a good move regardless because, I think they're just to set him back a bit now. Ard is a bit of a bigger lead. It really depends on Acosta's response now. And he's going to go for a green skip. Is this going to be a switch? No, we're going to have to see a double play. Okay, that Ard forced into a draw after that +2/7. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a double draw here, but maybe Acosta has some greens left. Or has the switch out of it. Oh, that's another green skip. This has got to be a switch. You wouldn't save that green. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. +4. It could be. This is the potential finishing run. Are we gonna see it? Or are we just gonna see a big play to get to maybe Uno? We'll see. He's definitely Acosta's definitely close at the very least. I think Ard is gonna look to either check the table or prepare something.
Costa taking his time at this next card, and it's a check
Wow,
play
yeah.
on the 4.
Okay,
So
he was at 2, so we're looking at just Uno
I have a
with
feeling
Ard
Ard's gonna pounce here.
with a chance to respond. Yeah,
I think he's gonna pounce.
you know, sometimes you take these risks and they pay off. I'm not gonna be. This is a move that some people may be frowned upon, but I think there are times where it works. So I'm curious to see if it does.
It all depends what
But
those
with Ard
freshies
not
are.
using Ard not used a lot of ammo, and I feel like that +4 might have given him some. He's
Just a
actually just gonna
switch.
switch out of red to go into blue, and hopefully prevent the win here. The only way
Yep,
I was gonna
good
say,
switch, clean,
I think that was a good switch.
clean
The only
cut
way it
switch
would have
there.
is if it was the same number.
Clean cut switch right there.
Yeah, great play by Ard to just. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's probably got something in his hand, but I think that was just to save it up. I think that was the right play, because now you can start running these blues. Hope Acosta, if Acosta gets a bailout, then you really are just, you can't really do anything about it. He's typing something, so he might have got it, or it might just be Uno.
Okay. So now you know it's a red.
Well, yeah.
Does
we
Ard have
figured it
anything to
was,
do with
but
it?
this confirms it. And
Zero
Ard has
sugar,
run out
that's
of
it.
run out of answers. Acosta's gonna get it done with the. It was basically a bailout.
Yep. I mean, mini bailout. I mean, it's not a huge. It's not. I don't know if it's a huge bailout, but I mean, Ard did what he had to do to stop that one from happening. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
it was just Acosta had that wild problem. Let me see here. Yeah, so Acosta, I'm gonna go with you here first. I'm gonna guess that wild came off the top deck. That had to have been pretty nice to find that one after being isolated out into the blue like that.
Yeah, really, really good that luck came in my favor with the Wilder coming in. But I feel like if Sean, or rather Signs,
Yeah.
not draw the green +2 earlier, then I probably would have won already.
Interesting. Ard, I mean, most of that game was pretty plan A heavy. I mean, there wasn't really much ammo. It was a lot of number play, and when the ammo came out, it had to. I suppose talk to me about how you feeling after that first game. Kind of a feeler, but it was really clean cut Uno. Any comment on that as well?
I mean, yeah. I mean, Acosta proved that Ard basically did everything right to stop the win. Just fell short. Not even really to his fault. So I think for Ard, he's just got to take this game and just move on to the next, because there's nothing you can really take away, because you did as best as you could have.
Yeah. Ard, did you get my question there? Just let me know. I don't see you typing, so I'm not sure. He said he's on a second device, so he'll be able to hear me. I don't know. Well, yeah, that was a long game one, 11 minutes. I mean, when you mostly have all that ammo and it's on a higher card start like 13, it's definitely bound to go a little longer. Let me just ping and make sure he's... Okay. I'll give him a second to respond. If not, we'll just... I'm not sure if he's there or not. Or just let me know here. Okay. Well, give him a moment too. He might have stepped away for a moment. You look at the pod again, and Yoshi. I mean, we already have a second round match set in this pod. DJ and Abian. DJ by the forfeit, and Abian. Down the road, you might see one of these two guys face winner here. Just talk to me about this top half. I mean, you got DJ, you got Abian, you got Ard and Costa here, and obviously you got Tago and Pac, which will be a really fun matchup, I'm sure, on Friday.
So one thing I mean, the thing is, right? The two people that we got DJ Abian, the two people that I lost to so far. It's which I think is a pretty funny matchup to have, and from my perspective, really that match could go any way because the way I lost to both of them, and I think they were both relatively close games. It's going to be a good match, whoever gets it done. I don't really know who I expect to win that because I think Abian, he's gotten far. Well, they both have gotten far in a tournament. So it's really just who's going to do it again and who's going to fall short. Because I think obviously DJ has been more consistent, but Abian can try and stop that consistency. Okay, yeah, he finally responded, but
oh yeah, no problem, man, no problem.
So yeah, that's gonna be a very interesting game. I'm excited for that. And then for Tago, Mac, both have something to prove. Mainly Mac because he has yet to win, needs to get something. He does talk a bit, but I think we'll see if he can walk it in the table. Because we see that a lot with Mac. Not that it's a bad thing, but I think he needs to start winning before he can really talk too much. But as far as Tago, just really gotta. He had a decent run in T2, but if he loses this one, then we have to start asking questions of if we're gonna see that Tago from T2 again, because that could have been just a fluke run. So there's a lot of questions we have between these two, and only one of them's gonna get it done. So we can get back to the game though.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate that. Ardbeck said, couldn't do much there at the end. Felt like a bailout wild at the end. Still early in the series. Long way to go. Yeah, that's about all you can say. And I think we are ready for game 2.
Yeah. All right, Ard. It is your call once again. So everything's still on the table. What is it going to be this time? We're going to go with the 12.
One down this time. Put the rules down, and we are ready for game 2.
All right. Yeah, just going to keep it simple. Going one down. Was pretty close to... They were both relatively... Oh my goodness, the same...
same card! What? Oh my goodness.
Okay. The bot is tempting Ard once again. I don't think he's going to fight. So we're just going to probably see the same thing.
Yeah. Once again, lots of pace management. He's gonna take his time playing his first card, so will Acosta. So similar pace styles clashing here in the Salsa 64, as we call it. And to the +2, Art says a yellow 2.
Well, yeah, just a yellow 2. Nothing to
Yeah, Ard's not one to pile on like that. He won't do that, typically. Although we've seen quite a few abnormal things here in this first round from many people that never would have expected.
Right.
Acosta's going to
We're gonna.
pounce on the
Ooh.
ammo.
I
And
mean, we
just a
saw this with.
double.
I mean,
Double
Art
and
did
one
this
up.
in. We saw Art do this in the first game. Do a skip into a number to start things off. So Acosta is essentially doing the same thing here.
Returning the favor a little bit there.
Now we're getting okay. We're starting to play a bit more risky with the switches. A bit of an earlier switch than last time, and
Trips
wow,
3.
quick
To
response from
green.
Acosta to get out of blue immediately. We have three threes. We could be, if we get lucky enough, we could see the red 3 to make it a rainbow. But if I feel like Ard would only do that if it's better, if it's the right move to make.
If it's beneficial to him, exactly. Hold your skittle fire. Hold your
Yeah.
fire. Stand down.
All right. We're looking at
Yeah,
the green
exactly. One up
4.
on the green. We're sticking to that clink green here.
You know, we're getting a bit more of a crowd as this game is going on. It's nice to see. Monkey, I believe, just joined.
Yep. Crowd has grown as we've gone on here.
Okay, the green
Brad
1.
in the building. We got Eli.
Back to blue from Ard. Really wants that blue. Or maybe just is testing Acosta. I'm sure Acosta should probably have something here. But we'll see how much of it he has. Yeah, blue 7. Ooh, blue 0 once again. Hard to switch out of. Trying to test that.
Blueberry 0 sugar goes for the 6. Acosta 1 down from his previous.
Okay, we're starting to run down colors once again here. Ard potentially with wanting the blue is really running it down. So for Acosta, it's just kind of here for the ride, but maybe he wanted this blue too. But they're both at 6 with the possession lead in Acosta's favor. Usually when he table checks, you anticipate a draw, but you know yeah, he's not gonna do it.
He's gonna make a switch.
Yeah. You usually see an interesting, like maybe a big play made after a table check, and I guess in this case it's a switch. It's back to green as well. So this could be a test for Art actually, because Art did switch out of green to get back into the blue. Even though he was okay with it playing the green 4, it's only 1-0. Caesar. Oh wait, is he in the VC?
No.
He's not.
No.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
And there you go.
And our draws.
Art only
Great
had
ISO
one
play by Acosta there.
Okay. We'll see. I'm curious if is Acosta gonna run with this, or is he gonna? Okay, he's not gonna do what I think he's gonna do.
He's gonna keep rolling with it. 1 up this time.
Yeah, looking good right now. Are just gonna have to play the waiting game, waiting for that draw. But he's not gonna get it. He's gonna get a switch into yellow. I would say that's a big switch. We haven't seen yellow too much. It was at the beginning, but that's about it.
Yeah, right at the top of that +2 again. And now we are back in yellow again.
Yeah, this could open up an opportunity for Art to do something, though, as he is going for the yellow reverse. Is he going to try and switch? Oh, he is, and he's going to draw on the green reverse. I think, yeah, you got to do that.
Art is more lenient to the reverse door opener than the +2. So if he's doing it, but still he doesn't do it a lot, and if he's doing it, he probably has a reason for it or a strategy behind it.
Yeah, if R does it, it's for a good reason. Acosta either has a response because the rest of his hand is just too much for R to handle, or he's gonna make this green reverse thing work and just draw. And no, he's got a +4 once again. What are we looking at here?
That's huge for Acosta, that +4. And now he's in
To
check.
Uno. So
Unreal.
once again, does the red +4 and gets to Uno with a number, putting him in a check position.
Does Ard have an answer this time? We will see.
Yeah, he's got to figure out what to do now. I think if the past was
Yeah, where
any
have I seen
clear,
this one before? That's a good. Yeah, it's definitely a
we
question
really
we
would
can
have
ask.
seen it. Well, now, but is Acosta trying something different here? What if his last card is not also red? What if it is
It could
a
be a
different color?
mind game. Could be a mind game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Art's
Well,
gonna
I
say
think,
green.
yeah, I think that's the safe play to make.
It seems like one, but yep, draws on it.
There we go. And this could be a KT classic. Because
It's always
or
potential.
could be, but
Nope.
yeah,
Zero
I
sugar.
forgot because he got +4, so he's got some greens now, and he's going to go with the green 0, which should be safe because there's not a lot of zeros on the deck. And with the Costa drawing, it's not even that bad for him because the art is back. It's still back 7 cards behind. So we'll see if he got lucky off the draw once again, though. He does with the 8. Shouldn't be a big deal. But what really is going to matter is the number. Arch is going to play green 7. This is for the 7, really. If Acosta has it, he doesn't. So we're good to go in Ard's position. And there's the draw. Gotta be patient now. There we go.
Back and
Doesn't get
forth
back
they
into
go.
check.
As Mr. Heatcheck, who's in this game, would call it, we're in an old-fashioned staring match, and there's a wink.
Yeah, there we go. Ard not gonna draw too much. Just wants to draw Acosta back enough so that he feels comfortable to play. Here we go. He's drawing again.
Just
Okay,
a wink.
never mind.
They
He's
go
just gonna
back to
draw.
staring down. Yeah, I mean, not top deck that card, not much.
Yeah, definitely. This is definitely a stare down. Acosta just looking for something. Not finding it. Or maybe it's just trying to get back to square one. Trying to rebuild his hand into something he can play. But either way, they're both gonna draw. See how long this stare down lasts.
Back and forth they go. Oh, here's a
Okay.
wild off the top. Back to blue.
Yeah, that's definitely. We got a lot of draws, so you could call that an interesting play.
Acosta's got something for it.
It was a 6. He placed the blue 6.
So so it would have gone to blue no matter what, because he could have played that off that green and skipped
All right,
7.
well, Art's not going to waste time. Double play with the blue 7. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. Acosta. Maybe that blue 6 was off the draw. But it doesn't really matter right now because Art's just going to run this in a spot to take the lead. We don't see a lot of table checks, so it's hard to really tell exactly, but
More than we saw between KT and Allen, though.
Oh,
Yeah. Seed 2 in this game, all 3 table checks by Acosta. No, Ard has not checked the table once yet. As he plays that 9.
yeah, I'm sure that's a typical thing for Ard. Okay, well there's the table check, and yeah, they are tied. So
Acosta heard us.
yeah,
He will continue to
there we go.
draw. They're
Now
both
Ard is
dead
in the
even.
lead.
Now Ard officially.
Yeah, definitely gives Art a chance to run these blues down. Got all the control. Okay. And then there's a switch into yellow. Gonna try and switch up the pace. Get out of that blue. Works. Asta might be on a run now. As far as running down the numbers.
Oh, at ISO's out. Ard on the yellow. Acosta's gonna roll with it.
Yeah. Wow. I kind of expected Art to have at least one yellow, but crazy he doesn't. And
Yeah, you're in that mid-tier range of cards, so I mean, it's not out of the question that he may not
yeah.
have a color. And
When
Acosta
zero,
on the 0.
it's not
and
looking
still
good
nothing.
now. I mean, as far as action cards, we don't see too much of it at the moment. Just 1+4 per game. Okay, yeah, and once again, we are approaching a draw city. Never mind. Art
Nope.
is gonna
Ard
go to
turns the
max.
car right around. We're not headed for the hotel yet.
Yeah, maybe trying to get back into his plan. We'll see if he goes for the switch. Yeah, it's back to blue. Man, he must have a lot of blues.
Plenty of blue in the reserves.
Yeah,
And Acosta with some ammo. Here's a rare one here.
Yeah, their pace is pretty. I will say, yeah, their pace is definitely slower than a lot of people.
Yeah.
Um,
I'd say some people it'd be tough to stay engaged, but here we are. Blue reverse, switch to red, skip. Acosta
okay,
with looking for a
wow.
quad.
This is the run. Okay, but it's just gonna close it out with the 5. No,
four.
the 4 bagger.
The 4 bagger on the 4.
And yeah, I mean it's red, so I feel like Ard
Skip
has
through a reverse
double
3
play,
on
but
that.
nothing
Double
to
play
really-
Acosta at dose. Big table check there. That's the first from Ard tonight.
Yeah, for sure. We could see. Are we in a double play finish here, or are we gonna see Uno? We're gonna go to Uno. You know,
Uno.
this is really gonna test what Art has left. I mean, I could see him having something. Just was waiting for the right moment to use it, and here it is.
Yep, there it is. The
That
ammo
puts
has
him at
been
2.
ammo has been thin, and Ard finally finds something there. And he puts
finally
himself
throwing
down
that
to
heat
2.
with the +4. Goes to green, which that's a interesting play for sure because they didn't have green earlier, but I guess from those draws he got something. So wow, what a +2 from Acosta. think he needed to do that just in case the double finish, and in case a double play was there.
+2 on the green. Cancels out half of it.
5. So that puts it to a tie game.
And
Acosta
now,
takes the lead after that one.
and
Oh
our
my
draws.
goodness.
Acosta presumably a dose. Now 16 minutes into this one, he draws. It's a classic-ish. Just ran out. Not really
That's
classic,
just,
but
yeah,
I
no,
was
I think
left my mouth too fast.
yeah. But I think I had a feeling Acosta didn't have many greens. So this, I think the +2. I think the +2, for all we know, that could have been necessary. Or just trying not to give much, try not to give it away. So I think that's he's they're both playing is good. Both playing very clean. Definitely looking at a long series, regardless of how many games this ends up going.
Back and forth they go once again in Draw City. I mean, way this one is going, this one looks like it's going to end up on the board. And table check from Acosta, he's up 2 as they draw back and forth. See if Acosta breaks out of this one, or is he going to continue to draw back along with Ard? And he will play. So now a 3-card lead.
Green
And
7
we'll
now.
see if Ard's got something. Nope, he's going to continue to draw back. So now Acosta by 4. It can make it 5 with a play here, but all likelihood that was a top deck 7 there. And yep, he will draw, so
Yeah.
Ray will continue. But it's about a 4 or 5 card lead here for Acosta. And our top deck's a 2. I'll see if Acosta found something here. Acosta loads up, looking for a play here. See what happens. Oh, Acosta with the skip. Okay, here comes some ammo. Is this going to be a draw, or does he have a switch?
Yeah, I think Acosta might just be tired of the draws.
Oh,
Oh my
plus
God.
4.
What a move!
Yeah, that ammo control is great. Not using it right when you have the opportunity. And now he's running
Okay.
it down into yellow. +6 to Ard. A lot of players would want this to finish, and now oh no, it's plus that's +12 now.
How many cards did he?
That is +12.
He was at 6, so he's at 2. He could actually close this out, but
Oh
he's
my
not.
goodness.
So gets rid of a +4, which I believe means there's only one +4 left.
I believe he's
I
not in comeback
could be
territory,
counting that.
but I'm just gonna double check this for good measure.
Oh wait, yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, I didn't think so, but it was
Yeah.
close. But with that many cards, you can't be surprised if he goes for something. He might, there's always the strategy of just getting out of the color that that you kind of can predict he has left.
Oh no,
Or
+2.
just
Puts him up
do a
3
small.
down to 16.
You could expect like a small thing, or even just a switch into a different color. But we're only gonna see it to +2, and I don't mind that at all.
Acosta's just gonna play it cool after that. He's back to dose.
We
Ard
got
with
the
big
switch.
switch to yellow. And that's something they were drawing on earlier. Or at least, no, it's just one that skip. They drew on the green, but we'll see what
That
happens
+2
here.
gave him a yellow.
The +2, yeah, gave him a yellow, or It could have been his last card. You never know if he had the finish or
Uno.
last card or not. Uno indeed. Thank you.
Okay.
And Art's just gonna
Just
play
gonna
it
play it
cool.
cool.
Dares Acosta to go up 2-0 or continue playing.
Wow.
And he will draw.
Okay.
Continues here.
Just looking to run things down now. That's all he can do. If he's that up many cards, he's definitely gotta run stuff down.
See if Art has any more yellow here to continue with. I'm sure he does with that many cards.
Okay, with the 9.
Yellow monkey combo there. Monkey's since dipped.
Yeah, it's surprising.
21 minutes now in this one. My goodness.
Yeah, the only game 2.
This
This
feels
this
more
reminds me
insufferable
of
than a
the-
series involving Dark Rain.
This
There's the
reminds me
4
of the
from the
sand-
Art.
Nah, I mean it's because it's funny because this game reminds me of the Sanford Toasty one because I was there for game 1.
Well, he was set
felt-
back to 35.
Yeah, it without that game was 38
38
minutes, I believe.
38 minutes, yeah. 38 minutes he was set back to, I believe, 34,
Wow.
35. Acosta with the red switch.
Okay, I don't. This probably it's not going to do much for Art as far as. Oh yeah,
Ooh,
oh good play
Art.
though.
Big
Good play.
switch back.
Gets out of that right away.
This really a battle of endurance. And we are on good pace. I mean, what was game 1? 11 minutes? 12? I think it was may have been
Game
more than
1 was 11 minutes.
Yeah,
so-
11 minutes. We're definitely on good pace unless we have unless there are monster hands. Oh, interesting. All right. See if that's a sign of something.
It's either frustration. Yeah, I think
Oh,
he's just
man.
like, oh my god, you're
God,
going
come
back yellow
on.
again.
It's like Alan saying
Um,
this guy after KT had every answer last night. My God. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I mean the pace this is going, Yoshi, I mean we might have a board series unless this ends up like a sweep maybe. Or there's some monster low tide hands. I just feel like this thing is gonna end up on the board by the end of the night.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, and the
oh
green
my god.
finds the switch.
Let's see what does Art got in green if he chooses to fire any ammo here.
Oh, trips
Wow.
5. Trips 5 in the blue.
Okay.
Hold your fire.
Nah, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think he will. He'll draw.
Oh,
Hold your fire.
and that's why you got the 5. Doesn't he? That's not even the safe. That's not even a safe play. But Art just with the mindset to just go into blue.
He's locked in, as he said. Him, KT, and a few others. Players that deafen during games don't listen to us here in voice. And Acosta's going to draw.
Yeah, I think for sure you definitely eventually need to switch into a different color when you're up so high and the other person's down so low because they're going to start drawing that color. So I guess here was a good time to get that switch out of yellow to go into blue to start bringing those cards down. He's definitely doing well in catching back up here. He's definitely still behind, but definitely doing a good job to bring this back into a controlling position. So we'll see. He's definitely doing well, and there we go. We got a run. Just a
Just a
triple.
+2, reverse 3, nothing crazy.
Starting to see a bit of his hand. Not going to give too much away. And wow, what a table check to. And Art with a kind of a cemented lead, but obviously with a +2 that could be taken away. Acosta just maybe looking for something here. Wow, and yeah, like I said, he had the +2, or maybe just got off of that +2. Is he gonna be able to chain this? No, he's actually gonna just pull
Draw. I mean, yeah.
a move that already typically does not like.
Outside of his own
But
game, but I
in
mean,
this
he could make
case,
it.
I
He could
don't
make
think
it
it's
hurt.
definitely not the worst way to do it. It's definitely not the worst way to do it.
So that pulls it to 7-6.
Wow, he
And
gets
Art is
away
gonna
with it.
draw.
I mean, I guess he could still be stacked, but still.
Can still be stacked if he finds one, but it's just a question of whether he will.
Yeah, I mean, we could see just someone closing it out, which I think it's better than leaving it. Yeah,
And
there you
Art's gonna
go.
close the door with the 8.
Yeah, I mean, Acosta not really making any. I think just made a respectable move with that.
And he's gonna switch to red off that one.
Wow.
Finds his way off the blue, and both guys really, Yoshi, are finding the switches at the right time. They've gone into Draw City plenty, but like when they need them, they have them.
Cool. Double play to get rid of that +2 that he got earlier. So definitely back into a position where with just a few ammo cards could end it. Well, actually, it's back into the same position as the last table check.
Yeah. With that double for sure, yeah. And 7-4. Costa makes it
Costa gonna
6-4. Now it's looking like a sprint here. Half off special
Alright.
on the 3. Are down to Trace.
Red 0.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Keeps it. That's
Oh.
likely going to keep it red. And Art is run dry
There you
on
go.
3. Goes up to 4. Acosta, does he have any more in the tank here?
Yeah, definitely wanted to play that 0 at the right time because I think the 0 is best played when you kind of expect the opponent to draw because that way they can't switch out. And Acosta's now able to run. Ard might be able to switch though. We'll see. He does.
Into yellow.
Really, this is down to the wire right now. It's hard to predict who's going to get it done. Might just be who gets the finish first. I think with these switches, the door could be open, but it's going to be only one of them's going to be able to close it in the end.
With the 8, Acosta.
Yeah, now they're just running down the yellow. So this could be what they need, but if one of them draws, maybe both of them draw actually. And then this game has already been quite long.
For those of you just joining us, this is only game 2. We have played one full game in this first hour. We are at 29 minutes in game 2. Still on game 2 indeed. Oh my goodness.
I mean, yeah, that's a table check for sure. Now, yeah, they've been playing pretty clean. I mean, or they're both at 2. If Ard has the +4 fin, oh my goodness, he's going to use a power play.
Oh, this is early power play too. All right, Acosta draws here.
Okay.
And he will draw on the green wild, and Ard is shutting it down. Gonna even up the series after 30 minutes. It is finally we have a point on the board, and it is going to Sean Ard, and they split this first homestand for Ard, and my goodness, there's just so many things that happened there. I just feel like it was a matter of who was gonna break through first. I'm gonna go here with Ard. Ard, I mean, that is a ridiculous test of endurance. 30 minutes for a game. That is unbelievable stuff. Just talk to me how you stuck with it through the ups and downs overall in the match, and how you got the job done in the end using that power play to force a finish. And also going over to Acosta. I mean, it's a tough loss. I mean, he power played you, but you both of you guys were rolling with the punches back and forth. There was little action to speak of. It was really just back and forth endurance uno. Just I mean, talk to me about the loss. I mean, it's a tough loss, but I mean, I'm sure you poured a lot into it, being 30 minutes long.
Yeah, I feel like this game just had we could went either way, more like a 50-50. But it just really throughout the match really just feels like the wild cards were Science best friend in this match.
Indeed, it was.
I also want to ask, um, could you have done anything if he didn't use the power play and just called Uno on green?
Um, he would have won because I had a green reverse and a blue one. So maybe it's good
Okay.
on my part that he gets to waste his power play this early, but who knows? Who knows what goes on? And then our next matches. Hopefully
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Was just
And
curious on that.
Ard saying had to fend off like an animal. Absurd game was wild. Had to fend off a lot in what was like playing composed Uno. Guess this is how it goes sometimes. We'll stay with it indeed. So Yoshi had a ridiculous game, man. That has got to be one of the, if not for the Sanford game, that's the longest game of the tournament so far. Um,
Yeah,
really just an
not much.
endurance
It was
battle
pretty
back and
clean
forth.
the whole way.
Yeah, it was pretty clean. There really wasn't much ammo to talk about. It was clean endurance battle. 30
Yeah,
minutes.
except for
Wow.
that one run that Acosta was on.
Yeah,
But
that's really the
yeah.
only fireworks he had. So tough break for it to not work out for him. But obviously, a lot of people would think that those kind of runs you would want to see them to finish a game, but in hindsight, may not be the best of choices. But he'll learn, and I mean, it was still there's still so many other things that made that game different. So we will see what happens. And now the arrow's going to go to Acosta for game 3, Yoshi.
Yeah, so for this game, Acosta just can't pick 13 for game 3. What's going to be the call for your first homestand?
I would go with just 11 cards.
Okay. Not making
Keeping
it too
in the
different.
range. Yeah.
Yeah. We got the 1-1 tied. Costa with the power play. Ard out of it. Gonna try and win this without needing it. We start with the green 9.
And here we go. Green 9, top floor to start. And Acosta. Both guys really know their pace management. They're going to take their time, and Acosta immediate switch to red, keeping it in the top floor 9.
Now we're gonna start.
Ard will roll with it. So very similar styles melding together, and it makes games like that game 2 was, Yoshi, where it's a lot slower, a lot more clean cut play. Acosta may not be making the ideal choices on ammo usage, but I mean he's still controlling pretty well. It's just maybe those big runs got to save him for when you can run him down.
Yeah, I think with game 1, it only worked out because he got something off the draw. Not something you can always rely
Into
on,
yellow.
but I can understand once in a while. So just got to be more careful about that for sure. I think I can understand the strategy of it because, you know, just if you get to Uno with the plus after going a plus using a plus four, it's definitely a case where just hoping that they didn't get anything good to fend back with. So it's a strategy that more people do than you think, but of course, um, it doesn't work all the time. So it really depends on when it's used. Right now, though, we switched into yellow and we are running it down.
And
What-
Seam goes
Yeah,
one
the
down
two.
from his previous on the 2. And they're just clean cut running through that yellow. And now Ard with a little bit of a heat check. +2/+4 combo. Double play. That's the
Yeah,
first
just gotta
action we've
throw it
seen
out
out of
there.
this one. First action we've seen in this one pretty early on. And but relatively based on what we've seen so far between these two in the
Yeah,
first two games.
Art appears to be a good someone who likes to separate their ammo a bit. And here we go with the switch into green.
Yeah, Ard liking those split ammo plays, and now into green on the 7. We'll see if Acosta can continue with it, or does this stop him dead in his tracks?
Wow, it does for Acosta. Yeah, I guess that switch into green, a switch out of green early was indeed true, and now Art is going to be able to take that into his advantage. Acosta might be able to switch though. Green reverse, you could see it with the reverses. Wow, you actually okay. Um, oh, game doesn't even
Oh
matter.
my goodness! And
Yes,
there's his
quickly finishes.
there's a refreshing one. Only 3:46 on the clock. Oh man. Well, I mean, you look at that. I mean, it's whoever had the last laugh there, and Art had that last bit of ammo, and he had the win.
Yeah, definitely a quicker game. There's not as much to talk about, I think. It's really an unfortunate position for Acosta because with that green start, he had to give away that he didn't have any greens, and because either he was going to draw or switch the color, so he was not in a good position either way. So R just kind of when R was able to take advantage, he did in the best way possible, and without really any draws, was able to finish the game. So and no blues at all. That at least no blues played, which I assume Acosta had some blues. But yeah, no blues on Ard's side, which definitely worked out because the moment it would switch into blue, he probably would have had to draw. So definitely needed that.
All right. Well, Art, I mean, definitely a quicker finish for you there. I mean, you had the back and forth ammo. I mean, again, it's been pretty clear cut, but looks like you had the slightly better hand there, and that +4 did you in there. I mean, definitely a different feel from the other two games. Little bit more ammo to talk about. Made multiple errors there. Got lucky with no blues. Wow. Yeah, no, yeah. Pandora's box didn't even open at all. That's another key thing there. And DaCosta, I mean, it's pretty. Wasn't too bad a clean cut game. Just Art had the slightly better hand. Anything to add to that?
Mostly just gotta. I guess I'll just shake my head really. In this third game, really, that's all to it.
Yeah, multiple errors. Felt the +2 was early. Should have saved it. Yeah. I mean, it's only a couple turns. Could have been worse. Well, Ard thinks he's got room to improve. Well, we'll see what Acosta goes with going into game number 4.
All right, yeah. So, just can't pick 13, keeping it the same. So for game 4, what are you gonna do this time?
I will go to 12 cards this time around.
Back to
All
that
right.
dozen. We're staying in
We're
the similar
going-
one. And
Yeah,
this would
so-
take 12 off the board completely if Acosta
Yeah, if
wins.
Acosta gets this win. So
You won't see 12 again tonight, obviously. CSR rules in effect. Once you win on the start, you can't pick it again. And Art has already done that, so now Acosta will get a shot at it. Blue 9 to start.
yeah, it appears that they both are one to stick with these mid-high card starts. Art, we'll see with game 5 if Art tries to switch it up, but the way I see it, they're probably just going to keep it the same the whole way through. And we got an early switch on Art's behalf into green. But Acosta with the response into yellow, and we got the 7 played, and Art's just going to be okay with this yellow. Got these early switches. We got these switches early, which usually don't mean much, but it's something to keep in mind for the players, just in case it will actually mean something moving forward. Because we did see that with Acosta switching out of that green on the very first turn. It ended up being the winning key, the winning key to the lock and key that Ard was looking for to finish that off. So R definitely looks for those like little giveaways. But oh yeah, that's a ditto. Didn't even say that. But yeah, ditto
Rare.
there.
Haven't seen many dittos.
Yeah, well, definitely not the first one, but it is one of the first ones. That's another 3 from Acosta. Interesting. Ard with the yellow 1. Yeah, they're okay with the yellow. Eventually, we're gonna see a draw, but as of right now, nothing to really say because just been the games have been similar. We rarely see ammo until the very end, or when someone's close to the finish. Run down the yellows. Who's gonna draw first? We have yet to see a draw. There is Costa probably just looking for the switch because he's probably starting around on yellows as well.
Oh, he's
There he
he's
goes.
going for
He
the
gets
red.
it.
Yoshi is sniffing them out tonight. You are on it.
Oh yeah, right.
And Ard goes up 1 there. So he's got
Good
some
stuff.
red to boot there.
Just gotta be wary of what Acosta can do, because now he's switching the color, which you expect him to run down this color as well. But he's down to 6. You never know. Yeah, it is an interesting table check for sure. Probably has a few options to make.
Back and forth they go, though. And Costa with the check. He's up 2. on the cards, and we'll see what he does here. Could make it 3 with a move, or it'll be within 1 for Ard with a draw. And oh nope, he's gonna drop a +2 on Ard. Ard is up to 10. Acosta to 5. Now he's doubled up with that total, and now we'll see if he's got any more to play with here.
Yeah, we're gonna see some ammo. We're gonna see some ammo played from Acosta with the +2. You know, this could be a run, and if it is a run, Ard does not have a power play to fight it, so really can take as much time as he needs. But it could just be one of those risky moves where he just fires away the +2s before he finishes the game. So we'll see if that's what he's going for here.
Once again, takes his time.
Oh my, okay.
There's a
I guess-
suspense for
yeah.
that, huh?
It ends up being one of the risky plays and just draws. Ard, he could easily stack this just to show how much he does not like these moves. Or he pushes that aside and
Closes
plays
the
the
door
door.
on
That's what he's
5.
gonna do. Push that aside. Just ignore it. Focus on the game.
About 6 minutes into this one. The antagonist.
Interesting.
Oh, he's got the. Wait a minute. Did he
Did he
find
get
that
that-
off the top? Oh my
Um,
goodness! Wait a minute.
Hey,
I'm confused.
Oh.
We will have to see We'll have to see what the strategy was
We'll have
there.
to- yeah, we're gonna have to ask about that when this game is over. What was the? Yeah, okay. So,
Yeah.
that's all I can
That-
think of. Yeah,
that's the only
instead
thing.
of-
Like maybe you didn't want to stack that much. Those you're fine. You're fine, Vapor. Those comments are fine.
Green 2.
Yeah. Any commentary, feel free, but just
Wow.
keep it chill. Don't want to go too crazy. And here's a switch to blue off that green too. Wow.
Yeah, after all of that, you just switch like it's nothing. I mean, I guess Art just got to play his ammo right at this point. He's gonna use the wild green to test it.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
That's an interesting move to make. I could see this backfiring actually.
Oh,
well,
it does. Whoa.
I mean, if that was all Art had,
Fair play.
then there's nothing you can really do. Why did it say that after the game was over?
Okay, well, I'm gonna go to Acosta first. I mean, yeah, what we had. I'm gonna guess you heard our theories about that +2 move. Care to elaborate on your choice to draw on the +2, then drop the other two? Or are you just trying to limit how many cards he got, instead of playing all 3 and giving him more?
I want to say somewhat to what you guys were talking about, giving him too much ammo at first. I put down the red +2 to see what he will play right afterward, because I had another one to spare, and saw that if he just put anything with the color red, then I'll be fine. And so it was well they went down in my favor.
So did you have both those other 2 +2s on you?
Yeah, I had them from the start.
Okay. So he plays that to limit the cards. That's not a bad strategy, but it's still a risky one. You could definitely find yourself in a pool of trouble, but still good. Fair play to you. And you get the job done. I mean, Arda, he pulled a little mind trick on you there, dared you to stack, and don't typically do that, and he pounced on it. Great move from him, and he evens up this series. And now, how are you feeling about this now? A best of three without a power play. That's also a big thing there. And also, I'll ask this to Acosta. You still got your power play now now you forced it to a best of three. How do you see yourself potentially utilizing that as we move into the final, at least two, maybe three games of this series?
It's good to have the power play right there on my shoulder when I'm up to possibly clinch the series. But, well, not really, but it's nice to have.
Understood his baseline there. That's what I need for game 5 back at home. We'll have to clutch up here, says Ard. Yeah, I mean, totally fair play by Acosta there, Yoshi. He played high risk, high reward, and he got rewarded. I mean, Ard could have easily stacked on that, and some players may pounce on that, but Ard isn't one to stack on that, so definitely some knowledge of the player definitely goes into those kind of moves, leaving the +2 door open, and then yeah, just not wanting to give him as much ammo because he'll find a way to make you pay if you do. So definitely fair play from him.
Yeah, so I guess what I interpret that move, it's just a move that you don't see many people make. So it really was just a move. I think in general that was just a move to really confuse Ard because I mean, at that point, no one really knows what's going on, and when no one knows what's going on, it's actually better. So maybe there's a bit of that as well because that kind of move is not something you see every day. So it's one of those things where you just pull something out that no one else does and just see what happens. Sometimes it could either be a very stupid play if it doesn't work out, or it could be a very smart play because it's not something anyone would expect.
Indeed, it is. Well, we will find out. And how these guys, Acosta again with that power play, gonna be a big thing to have, but this is gonna be pivotal, and Ard's got to play the rest with the gloves off, whether he likes it or not. He said he's gonna clutch up, and we will see what happens in Game 5 as the arrow goes back to him.
Yeah, so Ard with the call for game 5, 11 and 12 are off the table. This is gonna be a big one. So what are you gonna pick? Yeah, it goes up all the
Up
way
to
to
the
14.
double OG. Yeah. And again, I mean, we talk about as we start with a +4
Wow.
free choice. And we talk about going up 3-2 in a series with a power play against none. Now, you could say that that it means he's locked, but the thing is that you're not always going to have a situation where a power play is going to help you towards a win. You may not have the hand or the situation to be able to win a game with the power play, but it definitely gives you a lot more advantage.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, depending on how the series goes, you can use it the typical way to end the series off, but with just a good hand, but sometimes you can't always rely on that. We see more people experimenting using the power play earlier than the game clincher. So I think that's better to really branch out those kind of strategies because you can't always rely on finishing on that last game because if you even get to that, you don't even know if you get there.
Yeah. That philosophy of being locked in with that coming from Ypez, who likes to get rid of the power play a little sooner, but not too much sooner. And And Ard's gonna go up to that 8. Just
Yeah,
red numbers.
Acosta seems to be okay with it being the color that Ard chose in the beginning. So 14 cards, I mean, there's not much to really expect with the hands right now. It's just kind of running it down and seeing what happens. Got Acosta looking for. Wow, he actually is going to go for the switch this time. It's a fair idea. It's a fair play to make. Just trying to branch out some colors here. We'll see if Ard follows with another switch or just plays it cool.
Oh, he's gonna skip 5. Quick double play.
Okay, with the switch comes the a double play to start gaining a lead. Costa could easily respond though. We'll see what happens here. Okay, he's gonna
Into
switch
green.
out of it. Really looking to see if Art has any.
Back to blue says no
Whoa.
thank you.
Okay.
That's a KT level move right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say for Acosta, he's just looking to see if Art has any weaknesses on colors, but really not getting an answer. Art going back to blue.
Just
Acosta gonna have to
he's not
take
getting
it,
weaknesses. He's finding strengths.
for
Ard
sure.
keeping it blue.
Yeah, it having that
Oh, now
balance.
yellow.
Oh my goodness, we have
On the
an
wild
early
now.
wild.
Starting to get a little bit more intense here.
You know, we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. Definitely an interesting move to make, and I think that's got to be taken note of because that could mean a lot. It could. Okay, I cut off for a second. I probably cut off there for a second.
You're fine. You're fine.
It could mean a lot.
Costa's
That
gonna
play could mean a
vibe
lot
with it.
early on. Yeah, I think for Acosta, it's hard to predict what that really means because he still has 8 cards left now, 7. So just gonna have to figure it out as it goes on and hope he makes the right moves to prevent that win. And
Into
wow,
green.
gets back into the color that Ard switched out of.
Okay, so you know
But
he's got something for it. So,
but yeah, he's not gonna fold and draw. He's gonna answer. This has definitely been a tight series. But okay, +2.
oh,
What are we looking at here? A double. Could be a double. Yeah,
just took
it's
a
gonna be a
quick
double.
quick double, and dittos it with the 9.
Okay.
And
Ard
Ard
gonna
down
play
to the
cool.
ground floor from the top.
The green 1. Costa looking for something. Maybe I sense a draw, but maybe he's got a switch cooking. Okay, Hasa taking his time. So maybe he's just okay. Well, so still has some greens. John does as well.
Back and forth they go.
Costa back to being patient here.
Just under 7 minutes into this game 5, pivotal one in the series. 2-2 as Acosta to the yellow once again.
Wow. Okay, the color that Ard wanted. Yeah, +2. You're not gonna get away with that without something.
And again, the ditto after the +2.
Oh yeah.
That's the second time now.
Oh, double. Okay.
First one for Acosta.
I mean, yeah, I feel like Art is
Oh, wow.
well, that's big. We haven't seen a lot of runs except for that one run that wasn't even to the finish. I feel like both are capable of it. They just haven't really been doing it either because they were separating their ammo or they just haven't really got too many cards to even do it. So, but Art gets down to 2 with that +4. Definitely gonna take a chance here, regardless. So let's see if Acosta can answer. He's either gonna go for. It just really depends on what he's got. If Art trying to test the bot and hoping that they didn't give him any crazy cards here. I think that's what he's looking for right now.
Ard in a very, very close here now, down to dose. Will Acosta have something to say about it with 4 freshies in his pocket, his hand doubling on that?
Yeah, really putting the pressure on for Acosta to make the move. We'll see if it ends up being the right move.
Oh, he's got him one
All right.
back!
Yeah, might as well
Oh,
answer with another
goodness.
+4. Art,
And
unfortunately,
that is how
is
you
not
flip.
going to be able to.
That is textbook scoreboard flipping right there.
Oh yeah,
See if he
unfortunate for
has
Art,
anything more
but
than a double.
yeah, we could be in for maybe a run going, but I don't think it's going to be more than a triple. We'll see.
That puts him down to 7. He's going to take his time here.
Yeah, if he plays this, he ties it up. Maybe if he plays more, he goes for the lead. Yeah, going for the lead.
Oh, yep, looking for the
Okay.
quad.
He's actually gonna. Okay, wow. He ends up having some decent ammo here. Um, how far can he go? Okay, that is crazy. Green double, two green skips, and
Oh,
switches to blue.
is this a finish? Nope, zero sugar though.
No, okay.
So he was at 8, 7, 6, 5,
That
4, 3,
actually
2. That's
was
dose.
that is nearly a scoreboard
That
flipper. If
is
R got
that's
two more cards, that would have been the
yeah.
perfect
That's
scoreboard flipper.
as
But
close to one it's as close to an exact one as you can get.
okay, R just can only really double play here. I think Acosta's probably gonna get to Uno unless he's got really
What?
man just plays it a bit too risky.
And they're both
'Cause-
gonna draw, so it's not a huge loss for him.
Yeah, guess for R, he just ran out when Acosta did. So gets hard, just lucky to be alive right now, I suppose. Maybe Acosta. I mean, I guess it ends up being okay for both, but when a big move like that doesn't work, you do have to think about it a bit. Um, yeah, this definitely feels like a long game.
No
That's
doubt.
two. We have two. Oh well, actually, with that +4 at the start, there's only one left in the deck.
That is true.
So definitely gonna reach a more skill-based game as the longer this goes.
Only seen one wild as well, so there are wilds still floating around.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So that game too. Also, I'm looking at league records while we're working through this draw city here. That's good. That's the third game that was at 30 minutes even in MRE history. Last one we saw at 30 minutes even was between Steven and Reina in the round of 32 of February Flurry in Division Two. That was
Oh yeah, that
that
game.
was game number 1 of that series.
Yeah.
Um, the, I had one jump, obviously that Sanford series yesterday, that big comeback as well. That it's not in the database at the moment, but that'll tie for 6th place. That one won another 38-minute game between Dark and Sam England in game 4 of the opening round series in March Madness this year. Still the longest one between Jesse Turner and Dark. Still standing in an hour 20 from last April in 2023, not this past April. That one's going to be tough to beat. Even 54 minutes by Fitzy and G-Man. Game 3 and Elite 8 of March in 23. So
Yeah.
Acosta was involved in the longest individual game of this season with the 46-minute game against Fitzy in game 3 in the
We
first
gotta
round.
switch.
But we got to switch to red by Ard. After Ard placed the blue 8 down, laid the path for his switch. And that'll break Acosta.
We do have we are approaching that time for a non-stream game, which we can't really do much
Yes.
about at the moment.
I'll see if Sanford's around.
Yeah,
See if we
just
can get him to
someone can
start
ref
up.
that. But
Oh,
as of right
dang it.
now, we're gonna
I don't know.
keep this going. Ooh, the Reds are being run down. Back to classic playing it cool. The numbers 10 to 8. What was the last table check?
That
8
just
to
happened.
10.
Yeah, 8 to 10. Yeah.
So scoreboard flipper since the last table check. Um,
And yeah, we got Purin Lane coming up on the non-stream side. They'll probably start up parallel with us. We got Eli and Aiden as well coming up on at 10. Eli in game 1 will be his 100th career start in MR Uno. It will have coverage of that 10 o'clock live on the stream.
okay. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Red 5 from Ard, though. Really, when you run out of color, the switch becomes more intensive. When is it going to happen? And in some cases, it could mean the whole difference of the game. The double, that's the second red 2 we've seen from Acosta, so he might be wanting a switch soon. For Ard, though, he might just play this one cool once again. Wow, he's actually okay. He's gonna go for a triple play with the red +2 the skip. He closes it with the red 1, making his lead that much larger. Costa has the reverse, and it's gonna be for a switch out of it, going into a new color in yellow. This is definitely gonna be one of the longest games of the round. I don't know if it's gonna reach the game. What was the game? The game 2 game, but it's
Oh yeah, set. Yeah, that. Yeah, we're at 18 minutes right now.
okay. Okay, also gonna take his time though. So he did get the switch into yellow, but just making sure that he's able to close it out or maybe continue this run.
And triple
Just
it out.
there you go.
3.
Here we go from Ard. We got the 5. Great table check. Down to 3 cards in Ard's position, whereas Acosta's still up at 7. They're both. I mean, there's going to be a point where, at least for Acosta, he's got to figure out what Ard doesn't have for a color, just to make sure he doesn't finish this game. He might have to just play this cool and hope that he draws, but it really depends on what his hand is as well, because he's got to think about looking for the win too. There we go. We're gonna play it cool. Ard got a yellow 9. Down to 2. Costa with the green wild.
Wow.
Big play. But gets to Uno. Ard with the green 1. Did Acosta have something prepped? He does in the
Oh,
+2.
wow. That is some clutch play right there.
That is how you use the green wild, to make sure that if he gets to Uno, you've got the +2 ready. And
Yeah,
there you go. Gets down. Gets Ard back up to 3.
That
He's
was
able
a
to play the
check
green
right there.
4.
It was a great check right there. Great stuff from Acosta. He's definitely looked like he's got some good tricks up his sleeve here tonight, Yoshi. Definitely looks like a formidable player.
For sure. The but now it's on. Can Acosta? Is Acosta gonna do more than just that? Is he got more left on the green?
He's down
Table
to 3.
check. He's down to 3. Yeah. Okay. No. So we'll see if we'll see if the +2 saved him. Oh, maybe not. Art is a wild of his own, and if he can't do anything about that, that's going to take the game in Ard's favor.
Did Acosta save something else, though? Does he have anything left to say? Nope.
No.
And Art is going to take a
3-2.
pivotal Game 5. No power play since Game 2, and he goes up 3-2. Oh, goodness. Wow.
Really taking these long games and not really adapting to these long games, not gonna gain any fatigue from it. He's locked in.
Ard, you've been in a real battle of endurance here with Acosta. Just talk to me about how you've stuck it out through these long games now. The second to go over 20 minutes. Game 2 going 30 minutes. That one's on the longest game, one of the longest games board. We haven't had one of those. I mean, haven't before the Sanford game. Haven't had one in a good minute there. Just talk to me about enduring through this long series here, slowing that pace down, playing with with Acosta who plays that kind of pace. And it's kind of same thing to you, Acosta. I mean, tough loss. Felt like needed that one for sure. Game 5 in a best of 3 series the rest of the way. I mean, is there anything you think you could have maybe done better? Any mistakes you can find from that loss? And just talk to me about enduring through this series. Been some pretty long games here. Not something we've been accustomed to lately. Yeah, feel free to type. Go for it. All good. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah. Did you have the opportunity? That's another one I forgot. Thank you, Upes.
I mean, I guess
It's definitely he could have. I mean, it is pivotal. Like going up 3-2 is a big deal when you're tied 2-2 in game 5.
I think he did get to Uno somewhere early in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no, maybe not.
Ard was in check, just the check twice for Ard.
Oh, okay. So, I guess maybe, but like the way I see that game, then I don't think he had opportunity, unless it was just to stop Ard. But I mean, he didn't really have a run to the finish. He just had the wild red. So.
No opportunity on the power play either. Interesting. Fair play.
Okay. G can't non-stream. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Been a wild series, don't know what else to say. Long one, made multiple mistakes and found a way. Stick with it for one or two more. Indeed, he will try. Just short of 22 minutes. Or no, yeah, that was 22 minutes. But Yoshi, these guys have been enduring it, man. I mean, they know how to play the slow pace, and they've just absolutely done. They've done. I mean, yeah, they've made some mistakes. I would say so. I mean, you've seen some potential mistakes from Acosta, but I mean, they're both doing their damn well hardest to stay in it and not crumble down the stretch.
um. Yeah, big win for Ard. Definitely trying to get used to these long games. He's been doing well though. He could easily just be getting tired and making mistakes, but he hasn't been. I think he's doing as well as he can. The way I see it, this is only going to help Art in the long run. And well, Acosta has the hard start for this next game, so all he could really do is just I don't even know. It's hard. It's for card start. It's kind of hard to pick against Ard because usually you can hang with whatever. So I'm curious to see. I'm curious to find out what he goes for.
Well, why don't we ask him?
Yeah. Okay, so just can't for Acosta, you can't pick 13 or 12 for game 6. That's it. What's it gonna be?
Ard up 3-2. Eli rejoins us, and now Acosta going down to the 10. The lowest start
Okay,
we've
that's
had.
yeah. We have the lowest. Yep, the lowest card start, um, of the series.
No, it's not
Yeah,
over. It is
I
not
thought.
over.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that one was 22 minutes. That was game 5. We are now in game 6. And another action start. I don't think we've had a number start in this series. I'm fully
we
convinced.
definitely did. We had like a 9, but anyway,
Um,
yeah, no, a lot of ammos for sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, right.
Acosta
We had a green 9 in game 3 and a blue 9. Okay, yeah, I'm just bugging. Well, the majority have been ammo.
for sure. Yeah, it definitely is something to track because yeah, it makes for interesting starts, but yeah, we're just gonna run these blues first to start things off here. 10 cards starting it, and Art in a game point position. So the way I see it right now, Acosta's got to be, if Art starts a run, then Acosta's got to be on the ready for the power play, or just really just to make sure he doesn't get this win in general. Just whatever he can do. Um, but this is definitely the pressure seat that Ard needed to be in to really just be that much closer to winning this. But we could easily go to game 7 if a mistake is made. So Ard's got to play as best as he can. And so far, it's not too much to say. We got the common theme of just running the numbers and not seeing a lot of draws. They've both been they both haven't really been like in a horrible spots until like ammo starting to be played. So and yeah, we're just continuing. So much going right for both these players. Gotta look for that moment where you make a big switch or a draw or something. Not gonna get it yet because we got another green. The second green one. Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, Ard with the switch into yellow. So that's we're gonna see how that plays out. Because as far as colors go, this is the second color. This is the third color we've seen in this game. So it could actually work out. We've seen situations where a player only has 3 colors and just has none of one. Acosta's typing something though, so I think he's probably got something here. Oh,
Power
okay.
play.
He is okay.
He's
I like
trying.
it. I like it.
Does he have a? Is he gonna force a game 7? This is an early shot here. Neither one is drawn. We'll see.
Okay. So I think what we're gonna see here, I think we're gonna see a game 7. Um, and if that is the case, it's gonna be a very fun way to end things off. Where no more power plays, nothing, no more lock, just a clean final game with whatever Ard wants for the card start. But we have to wait for what Acosta does. I don't want to confirm that just yet. So
Definitely
Acosta
a
just
power
gotta,
move here. Obviously, it's called a power play. It's a
yeah,
power move.
yep. What we're gonna see right now is Acosta makes his first move. We'll find out what it's gonna be. What?
Oh.
Um.
Okay.
What?
Talk to me, Acosta.
Yeah. Wait. I mean, you could technically retract it, right?
If you don't want to use your power play, you don't have to. We can give it back.
Since
It's
you
fine.
didn't play the first card,
You didn't
you
play
don't. You
anything.
can
Yeah.
retract it.
Yeah. If you didn't mean to use the power play, just play your next card, and we will just continue.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I won't use it again.
Yeah. You want to take it back?
Yeah, I'll take it
Okay.
back.
Yeah. No problem.
Okay.
Just play what you want to play. Ard does not have to draw.
All right. Let me just remove it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So,
Okay.
but yeah, okay, triple on the
Trips one.
the
Trips one.
one
Yep. Trips one.
that opens Pandora's box too. Okay. So, Ard, let's see what Ard's got now.
Oh,
my
wow.
goodness, no. Oh. Ooh, okay. Okay, I see why he went for that actually. Sense that with the power play, he might have had a run. So he's just gonna try and stop it in any way he can. Just avoid any situation like that. So yeah, I mean, not a common thing you see from Ard, but again, it makes sense why he did it.
Costa's
Ard's
gonna
gonna
play
be,
the
I mean,
9.
yeah, he's gonna be able to play it cool here, and Ard just nothing from the red. Oh, nice. Okay, there's a draw from Acosta. So Ard, that might have been the right move. Wow. Draw. So I think we're looking at draw city here, unless Costa got something off the draw that he's willing to play.
Lots of draw city tonight.
Yeah, there you go, another draw. So, oh man, they both played reds, but Ard with the red 0, so you wouldn't expect a switch. But we've seen it before. Okay, well, red reverse. Ooh, switching to yellow with the reverse is interesting draws from Acosta. Then he had at least one of these reds or something. I mean, maybe he drew that yellow reverse. Interesting though. Um, Definitely gonna run down the cards now. And just play it cool with that yellow too. And this is where, yeah, okay, well, Art just gotta play it cool. He might, I don't know. I feel like with this game, Art doesn't really seem to be getting much, but okay. It's not gonna be in vain because Acosta is gonna have to draw, and if Art has the potential to run with this will definitely give him back the control.
Oh, Triple R plays it cool, and Acosta not much more to show for it after that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and
Oh
there's Ard
boy.
in the blue.
Okay, that's just a double play. Could end up being more, but it's a big move.
Oh, hold on.
The
Hold the
phone
phone.
doesn't
It's
even count.
it.
Oh no!
Sean Ard
Oh
does it
man!
again. And he is on in 6. Oh my goodness. Out of that was a smooth operation.
Oh my god!
And there's the
Acosta.
science quote. There you go. Oh,
Okay.
goodness me.
All right, 3-7. I'm adding this up.
Oh my goodness. I gotta see this log. Oh.
Oh my. Okay, here we go. So, all right. Oops.
Oh my goodness. All right.
I want to make sure I add this right.
Oh, that one was for KT. Sneak attack finish. Learned it from the Muffa goat. Oh my goodness. All right. There
Yeah.
you go.
What you?
There you go. Yeah, learn that sneak attack guard. And great series win, man. Made it to. You are moving on. I mean, definitely was tested there against Acosta. Had the you used the power play to finish off that long game too, and you played and you got 3 more wins with the gloves off. Great stuff. Just talk to me how you're feeling about this win, and talk to me just how well you endured there. I mean, like look at that log, man. Hour 23 minutes for 6. I mean, that is ridiculous how long some of those games went.
Oh my goodness. That was a war. That was a war. I'm not even blunt with that. Costa, good game. You brought everything there. You actually had me on the ropes a lot during those games.
Wow. And Acosta, I mean, that's another round one exit for you. I mean, but it is. I mean, it's not a bad loss. I mean, you definitely you battled there. I think gameplay metric will be kind to you. We'll look at that later, but like it's definitely good. Definitely not something you walk away with your head hanging too low there. Just talk to me how you endured through that war that we just witnessed there, and despite falling short, still got the job. Still didn't quite get the job done there.
Well, I want to give congrats to Art for winning the series. What I was thinking about,
Oh, um, if
Might
you
have
meant to
had
mute
to,
there, oh, he's gonna type it. He's gonna type it. All right,
Yeah,
no
might have
problem, no
had
problem.
to just do that.
But yeah, I mean Yoshi. I mean, look at that at hour 25. That was a war there. That's what Art said. I mean, just. I mean, it was a lot of clean cut play. I think that's why it just took so long, and also just because of they both like to play it slow tonight, and that's really why it got up there on the board so fast. I mean, we had a 30-minute game too. It's just a lot of clean cut number play rather than flamethrowers, to be fair.
Yeah, I definitely think they both played really well. It's hard to appreciate it because of how long it was, but I think I think really with this is I can't really say anything bad about either player. Maybe just a few maybe with Acosta could have I could say a few things, but even some of those questionable plays ended up actually giving him actually would have helped him in the long run. So really a lot of it was just um Art finding the answers more times than Acosta did, and making sure that he can't do the power play at the end there because he could have easily done it in that entire run and he just didn't notice in time. So unfortunate, but that's just what happens sometimes. You just don't even notice that's the end of the game's gonna end, and Art played it to a T to get it done in that final game. So good on him, really. He used the power play early, which we didn't think was a good move until now because he got the win. So I think it's obviously it's not the first time we've seen someone win after using the power play early, but at the end of the day, you don't see it with a lot of players, and Ard kind of introducing it in his own playing style. So definitely definitely experimenting with kind of how to use the power play, and I think that's going to help him moving forward. So I'm gonna see I'm interested to see how far he can go from that.
Yeah,
I think
and
Acosta, yeah,
yeah, his
and
philosophy on the power play is dropping to one card, which was that red one. Was hoping after the power play was playing the red one and hoping our draws. However, it didn't go that way. All love, yeah, definitely good. All respect to between both these guys, and they both it was a war out there, and but in the end, it was Ard who got it done, and good stuff there. We are going to have Tapir and Lane coming up on the non-stream in just a moment. We come back on the stream at 10. We will have Eli and Aiden. Eli will be playing in his 100th career start coming up, and so make sure you stay tuned for that. A little after dark action as well as we again look at that schedule. Saw Radden did the job earlier today. We talked about Ard. He's advanced, and now, as it's saying in progress, Tapir and Lane is getting started momentarily. And we'll have Eli and Aiden probably around 10:15. I'll give it a little bit of time to shuffle around here a little bit on the stream side, and now we look at the bracket post game. And Ard punches his ticket one more in this half of the bracket, top half. And it'll be Tago or Packwatch Johnson. That'll be his opponent coming up. Ard, while I still got you here, any insight into either of those guys? I know you know them both very well, have a lot of respect for both of them.
Well, it's going to be an interesting game, especially for both of those guys. I know for Tago, he's coming in with a lot of pressure, a lot of things that could go completely wrong here if he doesn't have a good run here. And then for Packwatch Johnson, this is kind of a make or break sort of game for him. If he doesn't do well here, it could be a long road for him to Super League.
Thoughts on playing either of those guys?
We'll just see how it goes. That's all I'm gonna say. Whatever
fair.
happens, happens.
All right. Yeah, you see that bracket again, and that will wrap our coverage of this one. Once again, Sean Ard gets it done 4-2. Thanks to our players, both Acosta, great effort as well, and to Ard, who moves on to the round of 32 in this one by a 4-2 series win. For Yoshi, who was my ref and co-com this evening, as well as everyone else who joined us in the voice chat and on stream as well on YouTube, I am not sure. We thank you for joining us. We will be back around 10 or 10:15 here as we get Eli and Aiden Smith underway, but we got Tapir and Lane coming up non-streamed in Discord in moments. We will get them going as soon as we can here, right as we wrap this stream up. So for now, until for about an hour on the stream, I'm not sure. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at MRE Uno, we say good night for now.